Hi Scorpio, this is your forecast for the month of November 2016. This is a general reading for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, or Scorpio Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is personal and specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited my site before, you'll need to clear your browser's cache for the schedule button to function properly. So happy birthday, Scorpio. I want to thank you for taking part of your valuable time and spending that with me. So the first week of November, you have achieved some kind of victory, some kind of success, and you're in the spotlight because of it. So many of you, if you were trying to reach a goal, this is the week that you actually achieved that. You had a breakthrough in something. And you may feel excited about that. And whatever has happened is inspiring you to move further ahead, to keep going with it. You're in the spotlight, some of you, and you're loving that attention. There could be good news this week, and maybe you get some type of recognition. But many of your achievements will have happened with the help of other people. So situations in your personal life, in your professional life, will create opportunities for you to show your virtuous side. You will have the opportunity to be a leader, to be a loyal friend, to show your generosity and your cooperation. And so this is going to be a week where you come in contact with other people who can open some doors for you and advance your interests. So you could, have any number of achievements this week, working with other people, offering your support and assistance, and accepting and asking for support and assistance from other people. Now, if this week you resist getting assistance or listening to advice or suggestions that could improve a situation for you, then this week is not going to flow as enjoyably as it could have. And for some of you, hopefully this is not about putting yourself above other people or lacking any confidence, questioning what you're doing. Feeling as if, whatever gains you've made have been short-lived. So also you need to be careful because you're in the spotlight and you've got a lot of magnetism this week. Be careful of using your charm to manipulate others and to get your way. Again, any gains that you were looking for, either they could be delayed or maybe they're not as large as you had hoped for, but hopefully this is a week of victory. Now, for some of you, this is about travel. So some of you may be doing some traveling. Now, the second week, you have another card that could indicate travel. So you may be traveling somewhere that you visited before. You may be dealing with travelers or people at a distance. Maybe you're assisting other people because the week prior, remember, that was the key to your success, working with others, mutual exchanges. So this could be a week where you're offering help to someone in need. Also, there's a sense of moving on from something, some type of transition. So perhaps you gain some victories and now you're moving away from a stressful or troubling situation. And you feel as if some beneficial changes are being made. The worst thing that you were dealing with is probably on the back end now. And perhaps now you're just going with the flow. You're letting go of your tension. You feel like you're recovering in some way and that there is a brighter future ahead of you. So some of the tension of your situation is gone. Now, if this relates to travel, maybe you're taking some type of holiday trip, or you're going abroad, or again, dealing with people at a distance. But whatever it is this week, you're likely to feel as if you're back at a position that you recognize, sort of a deja vu. So you may feel as if you had been going in circles and now you're back again at starting point. And this can be in your personal life, your career, maybe if you were dealing with a medical issue or a legal issue. And so for some of you, you want to get to the other side. You're moving over that body of water, your emotions, and you want to get to that other side, but it's going to take some time. You're going to need some patience. And the key is trying to develop a better understanding of yourself and of other people. So you could be involved in pursuits that change your perspective in some way, broaden your mind, change your thinking, open you up to some possibilities. And maybe this isn't exactly what you had envisioned or the time that you were looking for it to happen, but the universe is, unfolding a situation for you in ways that change you for the positive. Now, because this is a card of moving on, for some of you, you're moving on from situations that, again, were negative, abusive, toxic, and it's going to be easy for you to remove yourself from situations that really don't have anything to do with you, or that are harmful or pointless or time wasters, or anything that's preventing you from making personal progress, and anything that's getting in the way of your connections to things that you are really involved in that mean something to you. Somebody could pop up out of the blue that, you weren't expecting. Someone that you enjoy may show up this week for you. But again, this is going to be a week where, for some of you, your character is going to be tested. You may be involved with situations or relationships that have repeatedly let you down. And this could be a week where you find yourself disappointed again, or something that you hadn't expected, something that you thought maybe was resolved or taken care of, whether that's a person or a situation or even a medical or a legal issue. This could be the week where that shows up and you're not happy to see it. So some of you are connecting in ways where you're being wrongly influenced, and that's creating a situation where you're having to start over. So this is a week to be very mindful of how you spend your time, whether you're wasting it, whether you're putting it in the wrong places, whether you're putting too much effort and faith in people or situations that don't deserve it, that are wrong for you, and cause you to repeat some mistakes that you've made in the past. So this could be a week, again, of moving on to something, following your passion perhaps, or your bliss, or maybe reconnecting with somebody that you care about, where there's desire or love. Or for some of you, you need to move on in order to find your passion. Now, the third week, you're making some kind of important choice. You're at a fork in the road. Now, maybe you're struggling with temptation. This could be between two lovers or two situations. But there's something before you where you're having to choose, and you realize that within those choices, there is a definite consequence that you need to carefully consider. For some of you, maybe there are some adjustments that need to be made. Maybe there's some sexual adjustments. Maybe there's a new relationship that you're taking on, or you're reviewing an important relationship. Some of you are thinking over, love and marriage, or maybe you're involved in a situation where there's a love affair and there's some kind of difficulty and choice involved within it. But issues of commitment or being involved with others, connections with others, some kind of major choice is taking place. Now, if this was a health issue, this could be a week where you come in contact with, something connected to healing or health. But But this is going to be a week, fortunately, that gives you the ability to sort of take care of things that need to be repaired, fixed, improved, and to get some clarification on things. So again, you're gaining a greater sense of awareness and understanding of other people that's going to allow you a stronger peace of mind. And this could be a week where one or two people, that are very critical or important to your future in some way cross your path, or again, you could reconnect with someone from your past. But this is going to be a week where you feel very dedicated, very responsible. And again, you've got a lot of personal appeal at your disposal. And this is going to attract a variety of people to you. And you're going to enjoy their company. They're going to enjoy your company. But all of this exchange is going to make it a little bit more challenging for you to meet your goals. It can be a bit of a distraction. But if you're dealing with other people, you're able to work out situations, and by pulling on your charisma, your sense of humor, your wit, your skills of communication, you're able to smooth over any differences without making people feel as if they're offended or threatened in any way. And this is going to be a week where you feel lighter and happier, more playful, more adventurous. You're willing to take a risk and do things on the spur of the moment. And you're also more creative. You're more inspired. So you can do better, academically or artistically or intellectually. And in fact, because you are generating so much enthusiasm and you're on a creative roll, you could very well get some, recognition for something, maybe even an award of some type, a promotion, a bonus. And if you've been dealing with troubling situations, maybe you're getting an apology. Now, for many of you, regardless of how well things are going in your relationships, some of those are going to experience some kind of strain. And your first instinct may be to, hold back your feelings and not share how you really feel. But the best thing for you to do is to open up, because in not doing so, you could create more difficulty. So you need to realize also that this is a time for you to be your authentic self, to honor who you are, and stop trying to live up to the expectations of someone else or be what someone else wants you to be. And the minute that you fall into your own truth, your relationships on all levels will tend to improve. So this is a week for you to be mindful about acquiescing to the demands of other people if that's not your true desire, for being too subservient, giving in too much, maybe being too jealous, or again, relying too much on your personal charm to manipulate people and get your way and achieve your goals. So this is probably going to connect to something from your past, maybe some memories that you have, or something that has influenced you in the past. Or for some of you, you're having to make a difficult choice, and the choice is a difficulty in moving on from a situation. Now, the last week you have the Two of Cups. So again, partnerships, duality, choices are very much so emphasized in your reading. And so these are connections of all sorts: partners, friends, lovers, colleagues, and it should be an emotional balance. These should be close bonds where there's a mutual exchange of love and respect. There's a rapport between you and others. If there have been problems, this could be a repaired relationship or a decision to end whatever hostilities, or maybe you're reconciling with someone. For others of you, you've made a choice. You were thinking about love and marriage, and now maybe you're getting engaged or married, or maybe you're entering into some type of contract or an agreement. But whatever the situation is, your feelings play a role in the situation. And either you're becoming stronger and more connected to someone, you're becoming an ally, you're feeling more affection and more loyalty to someone, or you're feeling more of an estrangement where you become an opponent or a competitor and there is suspicion and irritation. Hopefully this is a week where you relate to others more easily, where you can understand and put yourself in the other person's shoes, look at things from the other person's point of view, and there's mutuality. But for some of you, again, you're moving on from a negative situation, and you may feel that in your encounters, people are, against you. They're not supporting you, or they're being condescending or patronizing you. And that's going to create, obviously a sense of frustration and irritation. Some of this could be unfounded. Now, you may be feeling, maybe you have a dialogue with someone and they say something and maybe you're not quite sure how to take it, and somehow it kind of rubs you the wrong way. And you're not really sure what their intention was or what they meant by that. And all of a sudden, of course, you begin to change in your response, and then the atmosphere takes on a heaviness. Everybody begins to feel a sense of unease. But for many of you, again, this is a good connection, and you may feel as if there is success in a partnership. You're gaining some recognition. For others of you, you're moving on from a partnership because you're gaining a sense of more self-appreciation. You have decided that you no longer want to compromise who you are, that you have more love for yourself, and you're moving on. Now, the underlying energy is the King of Pentacles. And so this is earth energy. So maybe you are dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female. Maybe this is you with earth energy in your chart, or you're taking on these traits, or the situation is. But there is a focus on, again, worldly success, being security minded. So maybe you're getting some financial advice, or you're dealing with some investments or some real estate transactions, and you're having to make some choices. This is about being protected. And so there is a focus on financial matters, and maybe even a preoccupation. Again, this could be someone that can help you financially. You could be dealing with bankers or investors or stockholders or money managers or business people, property owners, any number of professions that deal with financial security. But this could also indicate that you are simply looking for new ways, new paths to gain economically or emotionally. Some of you, you are seeking to re-energize yourself in some way. And some of you are mulling some things over. You're listening to yourself to gain that sense of security. Maybe you are seeking recognition from this person, or maybe you're gaining some kind of promotion. Some of you, maybe you're considering a partnership with this person, or you're moving away from a partnership with this person. Some of you are traveling with this person. Some of you are making some major purchases and you're entering into some contracts, and you are moving toward some type of financial security. You're being more conscientious about achieving your goals. Others of you are involved with people perhaps who are mismanaging money, or somebody who's willing to do anything for money, or somebody who's being self-indulgent or very materialistic or opinionated. They're overly concerned about financial matters. This could be someone who is withholding money from you. And if you're looking for investors, this is somebody who is going to want to know that whatever it is you're presenting is going to yield some kind of tangible result. He's not going to want to invest his dollars unless he feels that there's going to be a return on it. Now, situations, again, are largely going to be driven by partnerships, choices, dualities, your attachment to people and situations, and how much you are feeling that you are getting in return for your investment with others. All right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I would greatly appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and kind comments. The more you engage with me, the more enjoyable this work is. For those of you who have already offered your support, please know that I am grateful and committed to you. Have a wonderful November, and I look forward to speaking with you next month.